Class 4 composite restoration is most often employed for fracture incisor tool. The procedure is started off with a round diamond to remove the friable and unsupported enamel, and it is followed by beveling of the enamel margin using flame shaped diamond. This beveling enhances the bonding of composite to tooth structure and also aids in proper shade matching of the composite restoration to the tooth surface. Beveling of all the enamel margin is done both facially and lingually. If required, a gingival retention groove could be placed with an inverted cone diamond, but most often retention grooves are not required unless and until the preparation is very extensive. Matricing is done using mylar strip. A contoured mylar strip is used as in class 3 composite restoration. This is followed by a wooden wedge application for proper adaptation of the mylar strip to the tooth surface. Once the mylar strip has been applied properly, it is followed by etchant application. The etchant is applied onto the tooth for 20 seconds and it is followed by thorough rinsing and drying of the preparation. Etchant is applied to all the enamel margins and also on the dentine surface. Etchant application is done carefully so that all the cavity preparation area is covered. After 20 seconds, the preparation is washed off to remove any remnant etchants and it is followed by drying. This step is followed by application of dentin bonding agent using an applicator tip. Dentin bonding agent is applied, followed by light polymerization for 20 seconds or according to manufacturer instruction. Composite material is being now inserted. A proper shade matching is very much essential to get the proper incisal anatomy and proper contour and also for proper finishing of the restoration. The composite placement is usually done in increments. The first increment is being placed and is adapted to all the line angles on the point angle of the preparation. It is done in a very diligent manner so that there is no void that will be present post-operatively. A little bit more composite could be placed so that a proper contour shape could be obtained with the layer. Again, using a plastic filling instrument or a composite placing instrument, composite is being thoroughly inserted into the preparation so that there is no voids being present. Followed by light polymerization for 40 seconds or according to manufacturer instruction it's being done. A second layer is now added. It's again contoured in its place by the same placement instruments. Again taking care that no void should be present. Contour so that a proper incisal anatomy could be obtained. Light polymerized as done previously. The third increment is now being placed. The composite, as you can see, almost incisal anatomy or maxillary incisor anatomy has been obtained. The third increment is again contoured in its place by using the same composite placing instruments. If the contouring has been done properly in this placement procedure itself, the finishing procedures that will be done after this will be very minimal. Proper incisor level is being now established, and taking care that no voids are being formed between the increments. light polymerization for about 40 seconds. Now the explorer is used to evaluate the cable surface margin for any flashes of composite excess and also for any discrepancy or voids which could be filled at this stage. Now the matrix mylar strip is now removed and a little bit more composite could be placed. A slight excess filling of composite is now done at this stage, so that during the finishing and contouring procedure using this rubber points, a proper incisor anatomy could be obtained. Once again, contouring is placed using the plastic filling or composite placing instruments. Slowly it's been done, followed by light polymerization as we were done previously. Now the contouring procedure is now started, and it started off using a medium grade composite finishing discs. First the incisal anatomy is being contoured, and the incisal level is established with reference to the adjacent teeth. It's done in a slowly manner. Proper flat incisal level is being established now. Your explorer is used to evaluate the cable surface margin. Contouring with the finishing disc is continued to get the proper incisor anatomy and the incisal embrasure form and facial embrasure form. The disc is being employed at various angles to get the desired incisor anatomy. In very diligent manner. Again, the explorer is used to evaluate the cable surface margin. Lingual surface anatomy or lingual fossa is being finished and contoured using a football shaped diamond. The disc is used to define the incisal embrasure form. It's very important for aesthetic purposes. The incisal level is being touched up with reference to the adjacent tooth, not being too high or not being too low. Contouring with the disc is being continued further to refine the incisor anatomy. A BP blade number 12 could be used to remove the interproximal flashes of composite excess. The wedge is being now removed, and BP blade now is being used very carefully to remove the interproximal flashes of composite restoration, taking care that the composite restoration is not fractured off with the use of a BP blade. BP blade application should be done in a very careful manner. So danger of fracturing of the restoration. Again, the same application is done on the lingual surface also. Okay, the same procedure is repeated on the lingual surface. Interproximal finishing is started with the finishing strip, which is passed through the cataract and applied in a seesaw motion, so that any interproximal excess and proper refining the contour of interproximal region is done. A finer grit composite disc is used to finish the restoration at this stage and to impart the shininess to the restoration. Continued again. A metal proximal strip is used to define the incisal embrasure form. Again, the interproximal region is again being contoured with proximal finishing strips. Composite finishing rubber cups or finer grips could be employed to impart a final smoothness and polishness to the restoration. Still final bits are being used with composite finishing cups to impart the final shininess to the composite restoration. Now as you can see, almost the finished restoration has resembled the incisor anatomy. As you can see, the importance of the shade matching, proper shade matching of composites. Now the composite lingual anatomy is being finished with the composite finishing rubber points. Final bits are being employed with rubber points. A proper shade matching of the composite is essential so that there is no difference in the post-operative restoration between the intact tooth surface and the restoration, and this is the finished restoration with no interproximal overhang or gingival overhangs and proper incisal anatomy and shade matching.